What's up guys, it's Jacob Randall Holmes. If you're new here, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not, thank you so much for showing back up. So, it is Christmas Eve, and in a story that is far too long to tell you why I have to do this, I have to travel home to Ohio from Miami, Florida tomorrow with one of these. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, right? Anyway, this is a PS5 for the three of you that don't know what this is. And for school, basically, I have to take this home. And I have no idea how I'm gonna actually get it to Ohio. My first guess was to use my Nanook 935. I actually have two of those because of some insane Black Friday deals, but it has the foam in it, and I was thinking about cutting it out for the PS5, but the problem with the PS5 is like, it's literally bulky and like square enough to like literally take the entire bottom of the Nanook up. Then I'd have to buy another $80 cube for it, which would have completely like ruined my Black Friday deal, so I didn't want to do that. And of course, you know, I'm figuring all of this out on December 23rd because I just, you know, this information came up like that. If you want me to make a video about why that is, leave comments down below. But anyways, I remembered something. There is a backpack company that has been very nice to me over the last couple of months and sent me a lot of fun products. And it's the company Maedin, and it turns out that I actually have something that will work perfectly for this type of thing. So here it is, right here. It is the Matein roller bag. It like runs for about $95 on Amazon. I'm not exactly sure what it is full price, but I know you can basically grab it for around $100 throughout most of the year, and obviously much less on Black Friday or a similar day like that. So anyway, Maedin is really saving my butt here today. So I will link their website and my special referral link if you wanna buy one of these guys, because I think this might actually work. So let's see if I'm in trouble or not. So it's a wonderful backpack, and you know, I guess I should turn this into the review, but the reason I was interested in this one is because it has these four roller wheels on the bottom, so it literally makes it a piece of rolling luggage that works really well empty. We'll see how it does full. But it has got its typical front pocket with your standard things, your key ring that nobody ever uses, spots for pens, which I will tell you, on my camera backpacks, the spots for like pens and things like that are a little scarce. You usually get like 2 or 3 like secret Heidi passport, hard drive, whatever pouches. And then you have a second pocket on the top of the Maedin bag, and third pocket. There's a tiny one here for whatever, boarding pass, car keys. Probably wouldn't put my wallet right there, but the wallet would fit. And you have another, oh, a very deep, okay, so that's cool. This, what seems like a tiny pouch actually goes all the way down into the bottom of the case. This is definitely going to be where all of the cords for this apparatus and the MacBook Pro that's also gotta go in there is gonna end up. All right, and I'm looking at this thing for the first time. There is another larger pouch on top. That's also a very nice pouch, which I don't exactly know what's gonna go in there right now because I've had to complete, like, this isn't a camera backpack. This is for like this is the first time in a while there's not gonna be a camera on my back going through an airport. Even though my Nanook is gonna be right by my side with all 4 of my camera bodies in it. But you have a nice deep pocket right there. It is very cool. And easily 3 or 4 pairs of clothes could go in that. Textbooks could go in that. Honestly, like, I think the 16-inch laptop would go in this pocket better than it would go in the actual main pocket, but because I'm assuming that's, yeah, there's no laptop thing up there. I'm assuming that's where the laptop chamber is going to be, but if we tilt it over and open the large pocket in this, I believe 40-liter bag, I will fact check that for you. Open it up, we have, oh, this is so gonna work. Maedin, this is perfect. This is, look at this. Look how deep it is. It's more than big enough for the PS5. I am freaking out. So since this isn't designed to be a PS5 case, I'm gonna go a little overkill on padding just because I really do not want this guy to have any damage, even though it is in the return policy. I wanna make sure it gets to Ohio and back to Miami in one piece, technically two pieces, but hey, check out the other video for that secret. But I'm going to use my 17-inch Carnegie Mellon laptop sleeve that I got custom built a couple years ago. And I'm gonna use that as the back padding because the only thing about the roller backpacks from Maedin that make me just a little skeptical of their durability is the fact that the metal bars of the roller bag are like only covered by a really thin like plastic mesh material that I don't trust. So there we go. We have a laptop padded sleeve. Everything else feels pretty good on the sides. The bottom feels pretty... Wow, you know what? Even though I have my reservations about the back of the case, the bottom of the case is really well padded. So I don't actually think I need to put the towel that I was gonna put at the bottom of this thing, but hey, you can never be too careful. It is a basically a computer and probably more fragile than one that I am traveling with. So here we go. I'm gonna put the PS5 on the side that I want it to be on, and literally, it's a super, super, super thick gaming laptop. Like I said, watch for that video. It's gonna be a banger. Anyways, it perfectly slides in here. Oh, this is so, so wonderful. Oh no. Oh no. Is it? Oh gosh. It might be too tall. I'm scared now. Oh. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. The PS5 is in the backpack. It is zipped up. This will hopefully go under the seat. It's a little chunky. It's a little chunky. I'm a little nervous about that, but you know what? No, it's fine. It's probably fine. Well, what are you gonna do? Anyways, boom. Let's in the meantime get some of these cords in here because I will literally, like, I have to walk out the door in literally 5 minutes. I will forget this stuff if I don't get there now. So you have the HDMI controller. I have my PS5 power cord. I have my other secret power supply. Man, Matein is coming in clutch here. This is amazing. You know what? The MacBook Pro charger is gonna totally go in there just as easily. Oh, it's right. I got you. I got you, Maedin. What an amazing product. You know, and the thing about this backpack is, so like I have another Maedin roller backpack and it's fantastic. It only has the 2 wheels, and I'm just gonna tell you, the roller backpacks are not backpacks you wanna have on your back for more than half an hour, especially if they're heavy, which is the only reason I'm attempting this, because this is gonna be heavy once I get my 16-inch MacBook Pro in here. Wouldn't that just be the thing? Get to Ohio and realize, hey, you forgot your PS5 controller, you have to buy another one. But I guess that wouldn't be the worst thing to ever happen. Hey! I found my use for the little tiny pocket on the top. Boom, Maedin. Doing it right. I mean, this isn't that much larger than a camera backpack. A little larger. You know, this is gonna be a close one. I'm not actually sure. It's Southwest, so it'll probably be okay. Probably. There you go. The Maedin roller backpack. This thing is pretty flipping awesome, if I do say so myself. I am quite impressed. Even full, that's really not bad. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I might have to just go for the back of the plane and just accept the fact that it's gonna have to go in the overhead compartment, but I can't really complain about this. Maedin, nice job. I am actually really surprised. This backpack in general, with a slight modification, is $50 to $75 cheaper than any other PS5 carry case, carry backpack in its category. It is also the same price as many that do not have wheels. Oh, and also with this Maedin backpack, you get a lifetime warranty. Anyways, I will see you in the airport.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside.
It is now December 26th, and I am back in Ohio, and I just must say, it is currently 5 degrees here, and I just need to show you, like, because you usually see me like in like not very thick clothing. I am wearing Sherpa sweatpants with like actual wool fleece lining. It is simply freezing here. It's even snowing, but I love it, and I am a big fan. So it's currently December 26th. I did go through a 10-hour experience at the airport with the Maedin backpack as my main chassis to get my 16-inch MacBook Pro and my PlayStation 5 to Ohio to work on my final project. And you know, what I want to say about this backpack first before I start nitpicking it and before we actually take a look at the PS5 is this thing really did save the day when it came to transporting the PS5. Now, before I start nitpicking this guy, I want to just say, and I want to say this to Matein, and I realize how goofy it is that I traveled about 1,100 miles with the warranty tag on my backpack, but there was so much baggage in the airport, I needed anything possible to identify it, and this and the green bag tag seemed like the easiest way. Luggage tag, I think that's what those are called. Anyways, number one, it was perfect. It housed the PS5, it housed the MacBook Pro, and it just was really perfect. Now, I will say the 4-wheeled roller backpack by Maedin is much better feeling on your back. I criticized the other Maedin roller backpack on just the fact that it didn't really feel great doing day-to-day stuff when you're going to class, going to work, whatever. I just didn't like it. It was a lot of pressure on my lower back. This one was not as bad. Now, I will say the difference between how I use this one versus that one was this one was definitely filled with capacity. I'm using the full width and length of the Maedin backpack. And for the most part, it distributed the weight well. I won't complain about how it performed. Now, where I will give it some criticism is the front of the backpack is where it has the laptop compartment. There's two options. There's this pocket, which goes all the way down. I had actually my moleskin notebook in there, and it was great. And I actually had my iPad, but it became too bulky, and if there was any chance that I was gonna put it under the airplane seat, that just couldn't be in there. But what they do, and I think they might do, is to save costs because of mass production. I'm not really sure. And I know they're trying to keep the prices down, but they have the laptop sleeve in the front, and the MacBook Pro 16-inch, at least the new 2021 models, those are about 4.5 pounds. So even with the PS5 in the back, I mean, the MacBook Pro is heavier, and it made this guy extremely front heavy. So I had to do like all kinds of funky methods of rolling this guy to make sure it didn't fall forward or anything like that. But I will say, throughout my entire 10-hour travel experience, the backpack never fell flat on its face like so many roller backpacks do when they're full of capacity. So I will give it that. I'm impressed, and the 4 wheels on the bottom let it balance on its own very well. So congratulations, Maedin. Another thing that kind of got on my nerves as the day progressed, and this is a minor thing, is the fact that this big pocket down here really doesn't hold a lot. I had my camera chargers in there. I had 2 of them in there, and I had both of my camera ND filters, the 77mm. I had my 82mm for my 16-35 and 24-70 G Master lenses, and then I also just tossed my AirPods. And with the cords in there, it didn't quite work. So I had to put the main cords for the PS5 in a different device, in a different piece of luggage, but it worked. I know I mentioned that this guy did have a tendency to fall forward, but as long as it was sitting fairly close to my Nano 935, which is very, very heavy, it didn't fall the entire day. So I really actually have to applaud Maedin for that. But if I was gonna say, do one thing to improve this bag, the first thing I would say is put the laptop sleeve on the back of the backpack like every other camera backpack in existence. Even though I realize this is not a camera backpack. Even though it could be if you put 2 camera cubes. But anyways, this pocket right here, surprisingly though, also goes all the way to the bottom of the bag, which means this is gonna fit your laptop charger. And actually I had all of I took them out, but I had those 4 PS5 game cases in there. In terms of transporting the PS5, this is a fantastic bag for that. But to fully give it the gold star approval, to say that it saved the holidays for me, like it saved me like missing 2 weeks of work on my final project, let's see if it actually got its main piece of cargo to Ohio without any type of damage. So I'm gonna do this the best that I can, but please realize I'm in tighter quarters at the moment. It's a little hard to vlog outside when it's 5 degrees. Anyways, but let's see how it did. So I'm opening the top compartment of the Maedin backpack. I also have to say, and let me just move the camera for a second, I love how the front of this backpack just falls open casually like that. That is fantastic when you do not have a 16-inch MacBook Pro in there. I did not unzip the thing fully the entire day because of that main problem. But when you don't have a MacBook Pro in there or a laptop that's that big, it's a fantastic feature. But I've got that open, and this is the first time it has been out of the case since we left Miami. And the top of the G-Story monitor on the front plate is completely scratchless, spotless, markless, which is what I was most worried about because that's what was laying the closest to the MacBook Pro. The bottom of the console is also in perfect condition. The back looks good, no scratches or scrapes on the vents. And the top is perfectly shiny. So there's the verdict. The Maedin 4-wheeled roller backpack literally saved my, literally kind of made my Christmas, because the rest of my Christmas was not fantastic because 10 hours of it were spent in the Fort Myers airport. But that is a topic for another video. Anyways, the last thing I want to say about the 4-wheeled Maedin roller backpack is if you were gonna not do something weird with it, like travel with a giant gaming console and 16-inch MacBook Pro, this is what I would call the perfect carry-on backpack for anybody that is doing weekend travel, overnight travel, traveling for business. You're easily gonna get 3 pairs of jeans, 4 or 5 shirts, a pair of shoes, toiletries. All of that is gonna go so easily in this backpack. This is my favorite backpack that Maedin has sent me. It couldn't possibly have performed any better in its current design. And I think if you can grab this thing on sale of any kind, this is a must-have roller backpack. The material is well made. It's not dirty. It didn't get scratched or scraped. It really, you know, even the backpack straps are better than the other roller bag. This is just so much improved. It had huge pockets for water bottles, which I basically put my Lysol wipes, and then I had my, from time to time, I would actually put my headphone case in here, which I can't currently find, but it's really fantastic. So if you want to pick one up for yourself, check out my link below. It'll take you to the Matein website or Amazon, and you can pick up one using my referral link. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this crazy trip back to Ohio from Miami. And if you're new here, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not, thank you so much for showing back up. And Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year to you. Happy holidays. New videos coming this week and in the first week of the new year. I will see you in the next one. See ya.